Tonight, we're hearing from Richmond City leaders after a surge of gun violence has hit the city over the last 2 weeks. In a press conference today, officials announcing they are tackling the issue in multiple ways, including starting an 11 p.m. curfew for juveniles and bringing back Operation Safe Summer this week. 8 News reporter Cheyenne Pagan was at that press conference. She joins us live now in Richmond to tell us more. Cheyenne, good evening.
Eric, 8 people were shot and killed in Richmond so far in April. That includes 4 teenagers. Now we're hearing from city leaders about how they plan to tackle this issue.
We can't wait until June, so we're starting it this week.
A wave of shootings in the city of Richmond now causing city leaders to react. That begins with bringing back Operation Safe Summer, starting this Friday, 2 months earlier than when it started last year on June 10th. Richmond Police Chief Rick Edwards says the program resulted in a 30% reduction in gun violence.
Last year was the first time in several years we were able to bring in all of the law enforcement partners in the region to focus on the city of Richmond. We need the help right now from them.
Edwards also emphasized that an 11 p.m. curfew is in effect for juveniles in the city to help protect them from this violence.
We are throwing the entire kitchen sink at this ongoing problem. We're going to use everything in our human services division, the trauma-informed network, all of it, to ensure that we reduce the amount of these incidents that are occurring in our neighborhoods.
All 4 of the juveniles that were killed were Richmond Public Schools students, and Superintendent Jason Cameras says the pain is being felt all across the district as they try to move forward.
Our community, our schools, they are hurting, and they should be focused on the SOLs, which we're giving in 2 weeks, and instead, many of them this morning and last week and tomorrow are holding grief sessions.
Edwards says that most of the recent shootings have been from arguments that have turned into gunfire. He added that the majority have also happened in the 21 hotspots in the city that see the most amount of violent crime. He adds that they're now increasing patrols in those areas.
5 of our homicide victims were shot in these hotspots. Other people that were shot and wounded were in these hotspots. We know where these are occurring. So that's why we're going to be focusing upon them.
He also asked the public to tell the police department about illegal firearms on the streets and report social media feuds before they escalate.
Edwards says they're working on solving all of these cases, and they've even made 1 arrest so far. They ask anyone with any information about these incidents to contact the police department. Live in Richmond, Cheyenne Pagan, 8 News.